Hello boys and girls, Ant here, and I'm playing Golden Axe. It's actually a Golden Axe prototype. It was made at Sega Australia back in 2012 by the developers of Assault Android Cactus and a bunch of other people. But Tim and Sanatana Mishra, Tim Dawson and Sanatana Mishra, who made Assault Android Cactus along with Jeff Van Dyke, used to work at Sega Australia, and this was a prototype they made. I always had a sneaking suspicion they were involved in this because I knew they worked at that studio, but I wasn't sure if that overlapped with their work on the Mickey Mouse game they did as well. But we'll see. But anyway, it's just a nice little prototype demo thing that they chucked out that Sega did. This was made in about 2 weeks, and it's actually quite impressive for a 2-week thing. It seems like it's been ported to a newer version of Unity apparently, so there's a couple of graphical details that are a bit missing in this from what I've seen from what the devs have said. But it's an interesting Golden Axe take. Like, it's limited and everything, but this was made in like 2 weeks. But you know, you hack and slash enemies. It's Golden Axe type stuff, and you can do this: bisect people in half. There's some gore. I'd have found a couple of neat combos in this as well, like you can smack people on the back of the head and whatnot. There you go. I like the way the helmets fly off as well. It's a neat trick. Oh, don't hit me. There was supposed to be floor reflections as well, and apparently all the fabrics are gone. There was like flags and stuff waving around, but they've been lost. Also, one thing I quite like is the way there's a magic meter at the top, but there's no button for magic. There's no magic at all. Apparently, you can hold the right trigger to run, which is nice. Glory to Death Adder, yeah. Go on. I like that when they die, they turn into stone. That's quite a neat little detail, because the bodies don't disappear; they just pile up everywhere. And all these little animations, like people coming over the edge of ledges and stuff, they're not just like, for 2 weeks work they could have just had them all walking in from the left and right of the screen, couldn't they? But no, they actually, there you go. I'm trying to do like there you go, that's the combo I was trying to remember how to do. But yeah, they could have just had people walking in from the sides, but they went to the effort of having them climbing over things, coming through windows. Like, some of them are lounging around in the background. That guy over there just noticed me. He was like, oh shit, some shit's going down. I kind of dig the approach as well, like as like a high fantasy, dark fantasy look. Very sword and sorcery. Very Hero Quest and Conan the Barbarian to it. There is multiplayer in this as well. Because apparently he wasn't told to put multiplayer in there, but he said there was no way I was going to not put multiplayer in it. But I don't have a second controller to show you, and plus it'd be difficult to play 2 controllers at once. I'm not that friggin' Sakurai guy who does, Smash Brothers. You can't control 2 things at the same time. I want to chop a guy in half again. No, I'll do that instead. Sort of crushed his head. You can impale people on these if you hit them just right. Can I fall off of it? I can. Good stuff. We rebels. Like the jumping swipe. It looks kind of awkward. But yeah, there was supposed to be like reflective floor in here. If you go back and watch the old the leaked video that was leaked on the internet years ago, you can see the reflections that were meant to be on the floors and a couple of other little effects that are missing. But I remember watching that a bunch years ago, thinking, yeah, I'll be up for this. Like, it'd be neat. Especially because back in 2013 there was like a genuine dearth of, like, there you go, slicing off. A genuine dearth of belt-scrolling beat-em-ups back then. It's not like today where we've got tons of them, but today they're all Streets of Rage clones. Like, that's the end of the demo. They're all Streets of Rage clones nowadays. There's no... I want some fancy ones. Like, there used to be loads of fancy ones. You used to get, like, you know, friggin' the Dungeons and Dragons scrolling beat 'em up that's on the belt scroll that's got its own collection nowadays, I think. I'm sure it did. It got released somewhere. There's also a couple that are on the Capcom beat 'em up collection or belt scrolling collection that you can get. There's like the Chinese themed ones they did. There's a whole bunch of them. Knights of the Round. Knights of the Round is fantastic. But I'd love to see some fancy belt scrolling beat 'em ups, you know, brought back. Anyway, that's a really short video. That's it for this one. There's not much else to show. It's just a one-level little demo they've chucked out for free. Yeah, I've only played the Streets of Cameron Roadshow and this out of those 3 Sega games they chucked out, but they're both pretty neat. I was quite chuffed with them. So anyway, I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Do a like, comment, subscribe. And, you know, if you like my Mellow Gaming Recommends episodes, if you've seen them, if you haven't seen them, check them out. But if you like them, consider backing the Patreon, because could do with the cash, to be honest. To be honest with you, lost my job. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye!